UK. The game theory is on. The access to Bitcoin is growing every single minute. The desire, I should say, the demand, the access for it. So the FCA has approved UK investors to do their equivalent of an ETF. An ETN has been approved now, and this has accelerated the price of Bitcoin further. You have the largest players now targeting Bitcoin as a store of value. I don't know if you saw Larry Fink, an interview with him with Fox, and he was discussing how Bitcoin is a neutral money and it is a store of value. Things that if you've been in the space long enough, you already know that is the case. But now you have the largest asset management firm on the planet viewing Bitcoin as a store of value and has been accumulating. If we take a look at the iShares Bitcoin holdings, we scroll down here. Within, as of March 8th, they now have 195 Bitcoin on their balance sheet, basically 196 if you want to round it up. They've already eclipsed MicroStrategy, which has been buying for years. BlackRock's only been buying for a month and a half, almost 2 months, and they've surpassed them. So the inflows of capital, institutional capital, is real with them, and yeah, so that's why we have this pump. It's the FCA has now allowed for ETNs, exchange traded notes, on the UK exchange for Bitcoin. And I'm assuming other cryptos, meaning Ethereum, will follow suit. But Bitcoin is now, the narrative has shifted. Bitcoin is now the desirable asset. Nvidia. So I don't know if you guys saw this last Friday. Nvidia had a huge sell-off. And part of it could be for this stock split as it gets closer to that $1 trillion market cap, selling off and then buying that dip. We'll take a look at that chart here in a minute, but getting ready for a potential stock split. But yeah, I would keep watch on just Nvidia, how it trades. I wouldn't be too concerned at the moment for it. It needed to pull back. And then Japan has technically avoided a recession. So there you have it. Japan has technically avoided a recession, but we'll keep watch here. They had an uptick in GDP, consecutive GDP. So, they're expanding now. Contraction is over. So let's take a look here at the Bitcoin heat map, the crypto heat map. We see Bitcoin leading the way, Ethereum right behind it, and everything else. It's, all this red is really just a pullback, in my opinion. Nothing for alarm. So we get to the total crypto market. So we blew right by 2.5 trillion. We're looking at, for the entire space, the entire crypto market, that's Bitcoin and everything else in the space, approaching 3 trillion now. So we're having $3 trillion, I think is definitely going to be, in terms of market cap, is on the table now for the crypto market space, for the crypto space, excuse me. And this is before the halving. So we'll see if we grind up and hit this number before the halving or post halving. Let's take a quick look at altcoins. Altcoins here. This is a daily chart. Altcoins, given this momentum, I would say you're looking at the altcoin market cap reaching about $800 billion. I think that would be fair. I still see a double bottom here with altcoins. So we could go back to inflection and then shoot up, but we'll wait and see. Things are looking to be extended. A lot of this is extended. So if you're looking to buy any of these cryptos, wait for the pullback. Nibble in, each time. it pulls back. So let's get right into the daddy of them all. Looks bullish as all get out. Bitcoin, we still have room to run in terms of relative strength. So, you know, we will be seeing it go higher. And if it goes higher, or I say when it goes higher, we're going to now be looking at new levels of support. So the previous high of 69,000 may act as our new support level, given this inflow of capital that is hitting Bitcoin, and it's hitting it pretty rapidly. The market cap of Bitcoin is only around 1 trillion right now, but that can climb substantially as more institutions and governments start to buy Bitcoin. So this is a bullish candle here on the monthly. This is a bullish pattern right here. This is parabolic move up. So we're going to move up and then sideways and then up and then sideways and then up. So we'll see how this plays out here in the coming days and weeks. Ethereum has finally hit. I told you guys it was going to hit 4K. It has hit 4K and is going higher. So we can take a look back on this Ethereum. Yeah, look, I would say the first level of resistance is still going to be 4,200 on ETH, but we'll wait and see. It is forming a double bottom itself. But we'll see. The narratives change. If the ETF rumors of an Ethereum ETF happen, then I wouldn't expect it to go this low right away unless we get a rollover in the S&P. And speaking of the S&P, let's take a look here at the S&P right now. The S&P 500. You know, it's grinding. It's grinding higher. We still have room to run a little more in the S&P. So I expect crypto to run more as well. The S&P is grinding higher. We're waiting for CPI data. CPI core inflation data comes out tomorrow. So I'll definitely tap on that. But, you know, same old here. Reason why this is red on the Nasdaq is because of Nvidia. You know, Nvidia had that huge candle. Let's take a look here at Nvidia. This huge on the daily, this huge bearish engulfing candle. At the time of this recording, it is almost 7:30 Eastern, and it is trading lower pre-market. So it could fill this gap at 858. But I'm expecting it to retrace to 792. We'll see how it bounces off of 792. You know, people, if you're looking to get in, you may want to buy the dip here a little bit. You know, don't put your whole bag into it. But that's what I'm seeing right now with Nvidia, and we're gonna wait and see. I haven't, outside of the AI lawsuits, I haven't heard anything else regarding why this would be a sell-off at the moment. Outside of people just taking profits and whatnot. But we'll keep an eye on it. I wanted to bring this company to your attention, ASML. So this is the company. This is the company of companies when it comes to chips. So you have Intel, you have Samsung, you have TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor. When they are printing chips, when they are making chips, they require machinery. They require certain equipment. ASML, Advanced Semiconductor Machine Lithography. They require these advanced lithography machines. ASML is that company. They are the only company to provide advanced lithography machines for all of the chips we use. iPhones, you name it. They need the machines from this company to create Apple Silicon, to create an Intel, whatever they call them now, Skylake or Baby Lake. I don't know what version they're on, but you get the idea. So ASML is pulling back. This is a good correlator. You can just kind of see they've risen with the whole AI boom, with the chip demand. And so just keep an eye on this ASML. All right, let's get to some TA with Solana. I've just picked a few. You guys can drop in the chat if you want a particular crypto covered. I will cover it in the next morning pulse. But we have Solana, and Solana is pulling back 128. I expected to do a pullback to 128 if you wanted to get in and then wait from there. You have resistance here. It did hold support at 137 and bounced off it, which is a fib level, but 128 in that 137, 128 range, good level of support, and then waiting to see what it does next. I say right now 168 would be a target on Solana in terms of how much further it can go, and then wait and see. Once we get to 168, that's a level of resistance, and it also coincides with this Fibonacci level. Let's see what it's doing here on a shorter time frame. So yeah. All right, moving on to Chainlink. Chainlink is another project. This is definitely, not financial advice, but this is something that I would consider you to look into, see if it's worth your time holding. I think it is, but it is your portfolio. This is another one that is just grinding. I would say $23 is the high. Right now it's in no man's land. If you were looking to get a position, I wait for it to go to 19 and then wait and see. We could retest $16. Chainlink has a habit of doing a consolidation phase before moving up. So we could consolidate between $20 and $17. So look to buy the dips around $17, $18, and then keep some dry powder if we go lower. So that's Link. And then another one here is Polkadot. Polkadot's finally waking up. I would say it's got room to run up to $15. That would be a major, so an extra $5 here, major level of resistance. And then we have the $9 here on a TA level for Polkadot in terms of getting a position, in terms of a retracement, and holding some dry powder for $6, $6.76, which is its inflection point. So it's above inflection. I would say it's bullish at the moment, and that's that. It's expected to be bullish because the overall crypto market is. Lastly, the VIX. I'm going to keep an eye on the VIX. The VIX is elevating. We're at 15 now. So we're going to see, I'm curious to see how much higher we go, and then how high it goes intraday, what the S&P and the Nasdaq does. And then obviously watching to see what the S&P and the Nasdaq does, to see what Bitcoin does as well. Is Bitcoin going to bifurcate away from the overall big market players, or will it fall in line and, still be considered a risk asset? So we'll see here, there on the VIX. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. And don't forget, here we got a My Tech Academy. We got book resources, but this is us right here. My Tech Academy. Here's our team. And we have a business credit course sale going on. Well received. The demand is there for business credit if you are looking to fund your business and you're not familiar with alternative ways. This is the course for you. So business credit course, mytechacademy.io. We have a lot of value in our community. Come check us out, mytechacademy.io, and I will see you guys tomorrow.